For seniors today, one big question keeps coming up. Should you own a car or just use Uber? The answer might surprise you, because while owning a car gives independence, it can also be expensive and risky. An Uber, while convenient, has its own downsides. In this video, I'll break down the true costs, the safety factors, and the hidden pros and cons so you or your loved ones can make the best choice. And trust me, by the end, you'll look at car ownership very differently. Do you love your car? If you're a senior, it means freedom and independence. You can go where you want, when you want. But there are some drawbacks. Driving is expensive, risky, and stressful. It's not getting any easier as you get older. So what if you stopped driving and got an Uber? Is that safer and cheaper? Let's compare car ownership versus Uber, which is right for you. I'll share the pros and cons so you can make the best decision. And stick around to the end of the video. I'll reveal my bottom line. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a Phonely financial advisor, and your questions become my videos. So let's get started. Owning a car is expensive. The average cost of car ownership in the United States is between $6,000 and $9,000 per year. This includes your car payment, insurance, gas, repairs, and parking. Some people pay a lot more than this, especially if they have a luxury car or live in a big city. Others pay a lot less, particularly if they have a cheap car, drive less, or live in a rural area. How much does Uber cost? Let's say you use Uber 4 to 5 times per week for doctor's appointments, grocery runs, and visiting friends. Your annual cost will be between $2,000 and $4,000. That's a savings of at least $2,000 to $7,000 per year compared to owning a car. Wow, how can that be? Here's how. A recent study found that Ubers were cheaper than personal vehicles in all but 3 cities. Those 3 cities are Bakersfield, Fresno, and Modesto, California. Why are Ubers cheaper? There are several reasons. First, you're only paying for the miles you drive. With a car, you're depreciating an asset whether you drive it or not. Second, Ubers don't require parking fees, which can be substantial in a big city. Third, no repairs. If something breaks, it's the Uber's problem, not yours. Fourth, no auto insurance premiums. Fifth, no car payments. But wait, Uber isn't always cheaper. If you drive your personal vehicle every day, many miles, park in a garage, and pay for gas, insurance, and repairs, then Uber could be more expensive. For example, if you drive 25 miles each way to visit your grandchildren once a week, your gas, insurance, and repairs will be less than someone who drives 1 mile to the grocery store and back. Therefore, it makes sense to own a car. Now let's talk about safety. In 2022, almost 40,000 Americans died in car accidents. More than 5 million were injured. Do you feel safe driving? As we get older, our reflexes slow down and our vision isn't as sharp. We may have health issues that affect our ability to focus on the road. Many seniors tell me they no longer enjoy driving. They find it stressful trying to find a parking spot or parallel parking. Even backing into a parking space is challenging, not to mention trying to merge onto the freeway. I hear you. On the other hand, sometimes you need to drive. It may take an hour or more to get to your destination using public transportation. Renting a car provides the flexibility and independence that seniors value. So if you do need to drive, will you feel safe behind the wheel? Or should you turn the keys over to someone else? I believe ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft can help seniors stay safer on the roads. When you're tired, just call an Uber. You don't have to worry about driving home safely after a late movie or concert. Uber keeps track of your ride so your family knows how you're getting home. If anything happens, they'll be notified. This accountability helps keep both drivers and passengers safer. Now let's talk about lifestyle. Owning a car is a convenience that allows you to travel when you want and where you want. If you want to visit your children who live an hour away, you don't need to schedule it around an Uber driver's availability. You'd like to attend an early morning yoga class or a matinee movie, you don't have to coordinate with anyone. You can just get in your car and go. However, if you're a senior who lives in a city or suburb, maybe you don't drive that much anymore. Owning a car may be more trouble than it's worth. Think about the trade-offs. Instead of buying gas, getting an oil change, or fixing a flat tire, you could spend your time and money on things that matter most to you, like taking a cruise, seeing a grandchild perform in a school play, or attending an out-of-town wedding. But wait, why would someone want to give up driving? Maybe you're like my dad. He loved his 1968 Ford Mustang when he was young. Fast forward 50 years later, It was still sitting in the garage. Dad was 82 years old and couldn't drive anymore due to vision problems. I told him, "Dad, I'll sell your beautiful Mustang," he said. "Good. It's been 30 years since I drove it. I'm ready for a change." Dad moved from Phoenix to a retirement community in San Diego. The problem was he rarely left the community. His vision was too impaired to drive, and there wasn't a good bus or rideshare service. Then he broke his hip. My dad was stuck inside for months recovering. He was depressed. Finally, he moved in with us, spent his last years playing with his grandkids and having fun. If he had moved closer to us sooner, maybe he wouldn't have broken his hip. What do you think? Should seniors own a car or use Uber? Leave a comment below. Let me know. Let's recap the pros and cons of owning a car versus using Uber. First, let's talk about owning a car. Pros: go where you want, when you want, no coordination required. Great for weekend getaways, vacations, and visits to family. Cons: expensive, risky, stressful. Now let's talk about Uber. Pros: cheaper, safer, less stress, no parking hassles, no repairs, no auto insurance to pay. Cons: not as convenient, no weekend or holiday trips, coordination required. Bottom line: if you drive daily, feel confident driving, park easily, and don't mind the expense, then keep your car. But if you drive occasionally, want to be safer, save money, and reduce stress, then try Uber. What's the biggest factor affecting your decision? Is it cost, safety, or convenience? Let me know in the comments section below. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. Depends on your lifestyle, health, and priorities. Will you feel isolated if you stop driving? Will you be bored staying at home instead of going out? These are important questions to consider. Don't forget there's a middle ground. Maybe you keep your car for local trips and vacations and use Uber or Lyft for everything else. Or maybe you share a car with a friend or neighbor. Here's another option. Check with your local senior center. Some offer transportation services. This is a low-cost alternative for seniors who don't qualify for ride services. So what do you think? Is car or Uber better for seniors? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. I'll post helpful links to a free ride-sharing service, a free car-sharing service, and a website that allows you to share your car with others. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. Click here to watch this video on car insurance mistakes that waste money. Or click here to watch this video.